Hello y'all, my name is Marcus and I'm the second negative. Firstly, I'm going to talk about one of the claims that the opponent made about prostitution bringing in greater revenue for a community, and doing this by having them as brothels rather than having it just be on the streets. One of the biggest problems with that is the fact that a lot of the prostitutes that are part of communities aren't from that community itself. They come from other communities or other countries, and that brings up the issue of human trafficking, which is the large issue that was mentioned on both sides. And with human trafficking, it is hard to tell whether or not someone is legally in the United States and how they were brought in. And so the fact that they're utilizing foreign citizens for prostitutes in the United States would make it so that the money that they obtain would not necessarily be legal, and that it would be hard to confirm whether or not everyone within the brothels throughout the United States, if it was legalized, would be legal citizens. And with that being an issue, getting the money would be more negative towards the communities that they are involved with. And the second part regarding that is the fact that there's no real way to monitor the money that comes in, as Kristen said, is that the prostitutes can say that they sell themselves for a certain amount, but really they keep this much. And if they have a tax, as the opponent stated, it would necessarily mean that the money that they receive is all given back to where it needs to go. And there's no way for this to be monitored, especially going from the system it is now, where it is illegal and run by pimps, rather than going to the system where it is organized by brothels. It's going to be hard to separate the two, and it's not going to be a simple task of possibly moving towards brothels and then suddenly everything is working out. There was a survey done in Thailand, and it was done by Dr. Lin Lim, and in the survey it says that over 60% of the 64,000 prostitutes that are in the commercial sex industry are not from Thailand itself. And so that goes back to the fact that most of the people come from foreign land, and that the people who are working with the industry are not exactly monitoring the amount of money that they take in. It's just based on the individual brothels, and the communities itself don't get an intact revenue from all those. And an issue that arises with this as well is the way prostitution is seen and how it's going to be interpreted, and as it was mentioned, the dirty money, of the fact that some communities don't wish to receive the money from prostitution due to the fact that it is obtained by an act that many don't really like to be open about. There was, in the book by Melissa Farley, she says some social scientists define the predatory behaviors of men buying women in prostitution as normal, maintaining that prostitution is simply part of human nature. This definition of normalcy is then reflected in the public policy that defines prostitution as a form of labor, where prostitution is considered an unpleasant job but not different from other kinds of unpleasant jobs, such as factory work. And just because it is seen as an unpleasant job can't necessarily be compared to jobs like factory work, or jobs that are done on the show like Dirty Jobs by Mike Rowe. He participates in a lot of jobs that are uncommon, that most people don't want to partake in because of the fact that they have to get down and dirty. But the down and dirty that is done in prostitution is completely different, and it goes along with the moral aspect as well. And bringing in the moral aspect means that when it goes from being illegal, from illegal to being legalized in the United States, then sorry, I lost my train of thought. All right. The fact that being legal in the United States won't necessarily make it so that the income is monitored properly, and that all those in prostitution will get the necessary revenue for themselves, because if pimps suddenly go into the brothel industry, that just gives them a larger home to house the women that they own, as they say. And if they are running those industries, it means they're just gonna be dirty, just like dirty businesses that are already present in the United States. And it's not gonna be easy to monitor everything that goes on in these homes and brothels, and so having them as safe havens, as the opponent said, wouldn't necessarily be easy with the fact that pimps wouldn't necessarily let go of prostitutes that they already have, and bring them into the brothels wouldn't take away the pimps from the brothels.